Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am just doing a little preparation for a gig I have this weekend. So I'm going through a little bit of sheet music right now with a little Stevie Wonder tune that the band director just sent me the lead sheets for. I'm just going off the chord symbols here and just messing around with some ideas, and I think I've finally settled in on how I'm going to play this particular run. So let's go ahead and pull up the lead sheets here, and then I'll get you a close-up of my guitar and we will talk some chords. Alright, so we're just going to cover the intro right up here on the top line. Just a really interesting thing going on here. So we're in the key of F, starting on the 1 chord. But the interesting thing here is the slash in every chord. So right here, this is E flat, which happens to be the 7th of this F7 chord. Now the slash moves down to D, then C, then a B flat right here because we're in root position, and then A. And then we land on that final F chord. So it's really interesting here. We have a scale run. So we got a half step from E flat to D. And then we move a whole step from D down to C. And another whole step from C down to B flat. Then a half step down to A. So it's just an interesting thing here. You know, this E flat kind of throws it off for being actually a diatonic scale motion in the key of F. But nonetheless, it's a really cool lick. So let's take a look at how I'm putting this onto the fretboard. Alright, so one by one, I'll just walk you through each chord here. So we have F, basically my root notes here, just a bar chord, the F. But I'm interested in the 3rd string of that chord. That is a root note F. So the primary purpose of these slash chords here is that is going to dictate the bass note of each chord. So I'm trying to hold true to that. So right here we're in a root position for the F, so I'm on an F note. It's going to be my lowest note. I know that doesn't seem like a bass note because it's on the 3rd string, but compared to this note, which I'm going to pair with it, which happens to be the 3rd of the chord, it's an A. So the F is the bass note compared to that. So that's kind of my anchor point, F. And then it stays on an F chord, so I can keep that A and just move the F down to the E flat here. So that's the first 2 chords. So after this E flat, we need a D in the bass. So we could move down a half step here and play this minor 3rd here to get the B flat / D chord. So that could be a D. But I prefer, so if we start on the F again, F, E flat, I'm jumping up to the 4th string for the D right here, and I play the minor 3rd. And that way, for the next chord now, because I'm going to have to move down a whole step for the next chord. So if I keep everything on the 3rd string, I just end up all the way traveling down the neck, and I typically like to keep everything a little more position oriented. So we got F, E flat, D, down to C. That's part of that F bar chord again. So that's the F / C chord. And then we go down, so we're on this C here. We need a whole step down for the B flat. That puts that at a major 3rd for the next note in the chord. So now this B flat needs to move down to an A. And then the next note in this chord shape for the F will be here for the C. So here we don't even have the root note for that F / A chord. We have the 3rd and the 5th. But then that final F chord goes back to root position, so I just add this F on the 5th string. So chord by chord, this is the root position F. Then we have F7 over E flat. Then we have B flat over D. F over C. B flat in root position. F over A. F in root position. So just following the bass notes now, we have F, E flat, D, C, B flat, A, F. So now you can see we're starting to sound like this here song. Just needs a little practice, get it up to speed there. So I'm getting hung up on this B flat here. For some reason, I want to do this nice neat fingering and just set my fingers down here, but they need to go down another half step actually. So what I would probably do to fix that then would be and just take those 3 chord changes over and over, baby. And then I'd probably start expanding from there. So finish her out. Maybe start the whole thing over again. Ooh, actually, see, there's a happy accident there. That interval kind of sounds better, that minor third there. That would be the 7th of that. So you're just making that F7, bringing that back. So the chord's already been used in the song, might as well use it there, and it makes the fingering a little easier too. Because now I can keep the same shape and slide it down. And then same fingering here. Just gotta I like that a lot better. Make that an F7. And I know what you're saying. You can't mess with the arrangement. That's what it's written as. But there's going to be a lot of other musicians there, like I said. And somebody's bound to be playing that flat 7 on that chord anyway. So I'm going to play it. And one last thing before I leave you. If you're wondering if there are other ways to do it, maybe you have questions, why didn't I finger something a certain way or choose to put something on a different string? Yes, there are many ways that you can interpret those chords, and I would love to hear how you are interpreting them. So feel free to drop them in the comments. You know, maybe we'll start a little theory nerd discussion or something like that. But anyway, that's all I have for you now. So till I see you next time, happy practicing, my friend. By the way, I did just notice that I have my phone in the shot here, and I don't care. I'm not refilming it. So have a nice day.